For years now, I've been getting ready to throw a party, a never-ending grand ball with thousands of guests. I walk to the last remaining patch of grass in my backyard. The rest of the grass has been removed at the request of my guests. I can feel their eyeballs following my movements. For my lovely guests, some of the grass was replaced by a pond with rocks to sunbathe on. The rest of the grass was replaced by colorful flowers with tasty leaves, which made some guests shiver with excitement. I'm happy to see them napping, scavenging, sifting through the food that I laid out for them. But as I count all the heads and all the legs that are present, I realize that many of those I invited have not arrived yet. Maybe they're waiting for the dark? I hear the singers and I feel the biters, but I can't see much else. I should go inside. I'm disturbing these slimy lovers. So we do not have enough guests to get this party started just yet. More invitations need to go out. I'd really like some more birds. I was thinking of a bird feeder, but it turns out that the bird feeder needs to be cleaned every couple of weeks, and that sounds like a lot of work. So then, bugs. For the birds, and for the plants, let's just get more bugs in this backyard. Let's make a bug hotel with a lot of movable, replaceable parts so that we can refresh it every year and make sure we keep it disease-free. I have access to a professional wood shop, but I'm not a woodworker. The cat's away and the shop is empty, so let's build this thing. I start by cutting the pieces to length using this cross-cutting jig. If I had remembered to turn on the microphone, you would have heard me explain that I'll be making a hexagon-shaped box. So 360 degrees divided by 6 angles divided by 2 gives me the blade angle that I need. So 90 vertical. I'm looking for 90 minus 30. I cut one side out of all the pieces and then I flipped them over to cut the angle on the second side. I had never done this cut before, but to my surprise the cuts were perfect and the hexagon was ready to be glued up. Today I learned that if you want the help of tape during a glue-up, it has to go across the joint, not along it. If you do it along the joint like I did, it will let you down when you most need it. Oh my god. Okay, vertical. Just go vertical. But if it's not the tape failing, then something else will ensure that your glue-up is as stressful as possible. As I said, I'm not a woodworker, but I'm getting the feeling that that's one of the fundamental rules of this game. I'm learning that some bees plug the end of their tunnels with mud, but we'll make it easy for them and put a back on this thing. Since I'm not making a roof for this structure, I need another way to divert rainwater away. I can make these top 3 boards a little longer than the bottom. Oh my god. Maybe because I'm cutting end grain. After a while, I decided that the handsaw was taking too long. I clamped the hexagon between 2 boards and ran it through the bandsaw. It's really amazing how much difference it makes just taking the sharp edge off of a build. It makes it look tenfold more professional. So from now on, no sharp edges from me. It's going to be chamfers, roundovers, anything but a straight edge. I'm filling the hotel with cardboard straws because I've read too many posts on Reddit warning about bamboo and wooden reeds. If you have no way of replacing or cleaning the tubes out, any bees nesting in them are at risk from mites, mold, and other parasites. Most people recommend using paper and cardboard for its moisture-wicking properties. I don't know how that fares in the rain, but I'll keep an eye on it and replace if necessary. I did not have enough straws to fill the box fully, so I packed the remaining gap with some twigs from a pine tree. The twigs I collected were coated in what I think is moss, though it's a little more powdery, but the tree looks very healthy, so I'm hoping it's not anything dangerous for the bugs. Calling all bugs, a brand new development ready for you to move in, made out of cedar with no chemical finishes, with an 1.5-inch overhang to keep your apartment dry, dozens of apartments for you to choose from. They range in diameter from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. We also have some natural twigs up here if that is your preference. It is a little bit off the ground, so I hope you can fly to get here, but if you can't, you can crawl up this fence and get in here.